Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today I will be predicting the next coaster at every Cedar Fair park. This is from the old Cedar Fair parks. Not any of the new parks that came from the merger will be included in this video. Lastly, this won't include Gilroy Gardens. With this out of the way, let's start the video. This park won't be getting a new coaster for obvious reasons, since the park will refuse to exist in 10 years or so, as Cedar Fair sold the land under the park. I could see this park getting a small family coaster, like a family boomerang. I could see them taking out Coast Rider since I hear it's not good. Also, adding a new coaster next to Hang Time on the boardwalk, where Coast Rider is, could look very good. I think a family boomerang could be a very good fit at this park. Obviously, this isn't including Montezuma's Revenge, since that isn't a brand new coaster in my opinion, but the Vekoma family boomerang is my pick. I won't say Giga because I'm trying to be realistic, but that would truly be a great fit for this park. When you look at the park's lineup of rides, I don't see a need for a wooden coaster since they have 3. There's also a decent amount of family coasters here. I think some kind of launch thrill ride from Vekoma is my pick. The park doesn't have a launch coaster or really any standout steel coaster other than Mamba. I think this ride could provide a good launch, good airtime, and a few inversions mixed in for good measure. Also, I don't think RMC Timberwolf will happen for a while. I don't see Cedar Fair investing in RMCs even with the merger. The Vekoma Launch Thrill Coaster is still my pick. One of the original Cedar Fair parks looks very cool with a nice little lineup of coasters, but the only inverting coaster they have is their Aero Corkscrew, so that is the need here. I want to also choose a B&M. I see a few potential options here. You could get a B&M invert, dive, or wing. There is a B&M wing coaster at Six Flags Great America, and I can also see a big wing coaster here at Valleyfair. Also, the inverted coaster is quite out of date. The last one Cedar Fair put in was 2014. So I choose a small-scale B&M dive coaster similar to Iron Menace at Dorney Park. A small-scale dive coaster would be a people pleaser as it would provide a great and marketable drop. Also, there will be a few inversions, giving the park some more inversions. This is what they need. I mean, the next coaster they add has got to be the one replacing Vortex, right? Well, I believe that will be the case. I think this park needs a large-scale launch coaster. Now, there are lots of options for this. I don't think it will be a Mach Extreme Spinner though. That ride is just too expensive, even though Cedar Fair could probably afford it. I think the park's next coaster will either be a Mach launch coaster, similar to Copperhead Strike, or a Vekoma launch coaster. I think it will be the Mach launch coaster though. This just seems to make too much sense. The layout could be entirely different from Copperhead, but something as large as Copperhead Strike or Helix at Liseberg is my pick. This would be a great launch coaster and a great addition to replace Vortex at Kings Island. This park. I feel bad for it. This park has just gotten no investment, and I hope they get something soon. We can only hope. I think they should get a small-scale launch coaster. My pick is a Vekoma family boomerang. There is no way I see this park getting a large-scale addition. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. I can only see them getting family coasters. This park is very top-heavy, but a solid new coaster addition could help this. This park needs another wooden coaster other than Hurler, so I think we could see a GCI wooden coaster at this park. This will be a large-scale ride like Mystic Timbers. This may not happen since they keep retracking Hurler, but this would be the best pick for an addition, in my opinion. RMC Hurler is a fever dream though. We already know what ride they are getting next, which is a large-scale B&M wing coaster. But after that, I think the next coaster at the park should be a Vekoma flying coaster. This ride would be lots of fun. This would also contribute to a big 3 at the park, with this coaster, Project 305, and Twisted Timbers. This ride could also be themed very well and has the potential to be the most popular coaster at the park. I know that this would be 2 coasters under or off the track in a row, but this is so much more different than a launched wing coaster. I sure do hope King's Dominion would add a ride like this. Premier Park in Canada should be getting a new coaster next year. In fact, I think there will be a large-scale Premier launch coaster launching out of the mountain at the park. The park needs a new launch coaster, and if the rumors are true, that is what they will be adding next year. This will also give people another great ride to enjoy. I know this is all but confirmed, but I do believe that will be the next coaster at the park. I do have a quick side note here. This isn't as confirmed as the King's Dominion launched wing coaster, which is why I didn't pick another coaster as their next one, so I just wanted to add that in here. This is the last park we are doing today, and I just want to go off of complete fantasies and dreams here. I think a more extreme version of Lightning Racer could fit well here. A racing coaster would really work well, replacing Gemini. This would add new life into the park with the new racing wooden coaster. A Mystic Timbers-like ride could work as well, but a massive GCI Racing Woody is the dream here. You could add inversions to this thing, but that could make it too similar to Steel Vengeance. If they end up doing this, then they would need to make it different enough from Gemini. But nevertheless, this would be a fantastic addition to the park. I just hope they have room for it. I lied. This will be the last park of the video. But anyways, I think we will see a Vekoma Family Boomerang next. I just think this would be a perfect fit at this park. They could use another family coaster after adding a thrill coaster in 2024, so this is my pick. This would also be the only backwards coaster currently at the park. And that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think of my predictions. I tried to make the predictions as realistic as possible. Well, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.